Alright, what's up YouTube? We're back, and we're back with another video. Today, we're actually talking about all the broken hearts in the community. So, that being Valentine's Day and all, it's coming closer and it's the season to show some love. But 1 week before, we don't really feel like love. It's only hate. So it's a big topic today. We're talking about all the broken hearts in the community. So I've written down my my ideas, my issues that I have, and it's a bit of a big piece, and I think it's better that I just read it out loud, and you guys can tell me then what you guys think. I'll have some backgrounds of the trailers that were released by NRS, and I'll combine those with the top 5 gameplays. Hey Lucky, you're also here. You want some love too? Yeah. Now maybe we'll see him a bit later in our stream. Who knows? But okay. So just before Tekken 8 came out, everybody was making videos that MK was dying. After after Tekken 8 came out, people are saying MK is dead. But the NRS team is trying to make a difference by at least giving us some sort of update. But again, those updates came after the Elder Gods news team were talking about him. And I'm simply hinting at the Dynasty, Fate, Kenny, and also the Dark Wave report also came out with his videos talking about Peacemaker being delayed. But the one thing that I noticed is that there's actually a bigger problem at play. Believe it or not, NetherRealm Studios actually has a battle plan for the year. Hints of in the past were that they had seasonal fatalities with the release of special skins and seasonal skins and even holiday skins. So even though I don't agree with all the people that purchase these skins, I can honestly say I bought the Krampus skin. And the reason I only bought it is actually that he looks more like the Harlequin, and like a Harlequin, an evil Harlequin clown, than he actually does as a demon Krampus. You know, like that's the only reason I bought it, is because it's a bit closer to an actual clown. But again, to come back on topic, the big thing that I noticed was that the season would have ended just around Valentine's Day. So this would mean that we get Peacemaker as our Valentine's Cupid. He's bringing the peace and love to Liu Kang's corrupted universe. The character also wears red and uses the modern day in archery, a gun, you know, because this goes too slow, it's better to shoot. Shoot them with bullets of love. Okay. So all in all, this character could have been the mascot for the Mortal Kombat Valentine's Day holiday public event. But after Kenny, Bomb, and Dynasty made their videos, the word without actually getting the word from NRS. And then afterwards, they decided to actually say something about it. I think Fate addressed it perfectly. And I'm saying Fate as in Fate fight against thy enemies. And basically what he was saying was, with Tekken 8 out and it being a beast of a game, visually, mechanically and replayable for unique experience, who cares about Mortal Kombat 1? And he's right. Most of us, we cared about everything. We called it out. We got the hate for it, only to see the people that praised the current state of the game as good to bash it as soon as Tekken came out. So you can see it. Everybody that was still praising, was defending the game, was all of a sudden switching their tone. So, and a little hint was just a real good hint to see who is real and who is fake. So I'll call it out. If you want real news and honest opinions, please follow these guys, Dynasty, Fate, the Dark Wave Report, and Kenny Bomb, because they bring it as real as it can be. They all have their own styles, they all have their own way of bringing the news, but you'll hear the facts and you can also hear their opinions, just like you can do with me. So and some people are just saying that we're just hating on the game, and to be honest, we're not hating on the game. We are simply identifying all the problems and are also giving some possible solutions to it. But we try to listen to all our community members to bring out the news as good as possible of what the community feels. And the reason we do that is so that NRS has an idea of the climate that they are in, rather than only having a climate of content creators that praise them. So it's easy to give the win to the YouTubers that identify the problems. They suggest some solutions. They create the awareness to a problem before the game will actually be buried. And because these are unspoken problems and they want to see it fixed. And but even the problem doesn't end there. Even the team members of NRS itself are slipping out and saying that most of their communications are being blocked because of all the executive decisions that have to be made. And what is the executive problem? They need money. So everything that they are working on needs to be money. Everything that they solve costs them more money. And yes, it's both NRS and WB that are responsible for releasing this game in the state that it's in. So new skin updates, they gotta make money. New fatalities, they gotta make money. God forbid that they're gonna make us pay for the stages, because I would really hate that. Like, that's really where I draw my line. But with these crazy moves, we can clearly see it's the executives that are holding the team hostage for their creativity, because everything they make has to make money and has to be according to the Academy Award list that creates this creates a superficial environment where talent is sacrificed for identity politics. Identity politics. That word. Again, I believe everyone can improve themselves, but I also believe that people walk off the responsibilities that they have because they check certain boxes. But when you simply put the created product value versus the consumer price, it falls really short. Now I made a customer XP reports on each season, and I still haven't even made one for this season, for season 3 yet. But for a season that had to win everybody back, it failed miserably. But I'll jump into that in the customer XP video for season 3. It's now basically the lack of communication due to the executive decisions that creates this hate within the community. Just today, the Wave Report came out with a video talking about how he's leaving the MK1 scene. It deeply saddened me, because he, as well as some other YouTubers, are getting the hate for telling the truth. It could be still their truth, but it's still the truth. And that, my friends, is where basically all the silencing begins. And the community will be led by a few chosen communists that admit that they don't like the Mortal Kombat community. I rather listen to a group of capitalists that identify the problems, talk about the product and the sale values to ensure the game has a long product life cycle. So a special shout out to Fate, who is doing it daily regardless of all the hate he gets, and I respect him to stand up for what he believes in. To the pros that ganged up and still missed the point Fate was making, it should be clear as day now that Tekken 8 has come out. So right before the release, we get an update from NRS that ranked is fixed. Peacemaker is on the way. Even like that, videos were still being made by the Elder God news team with hope for a change of the tide. With rank that was broken and fixed after everyone is ready to play Tekken 8, it just shows me how unconfident the team is with this update. I still need to play rank for the customer XP, so we're gonna see what those experiences are all about. So let's get back to our topic, the broken hearts. The players got their hearts broken for buying a product that was unfinished. There was a lack of content and options for both social and competitive players. The content creators got hit because of copy strikes for leaking stuff, and even today it feels like NRS wants to punish the leakers instead of fixing their leak. Fix your boat. It's not us. It's you guys that do that let the boat leak. Even till this day, whenever something is leaked, it only generates more hate and less hope for the game. When people speak up about it, they get hit by pros that fail to see the concept of fun for a social gamer. As we all know, fun for competitive players, in their own words, is basically get good and win. Well, now that everybody that's not good has left the player base, you are left with an empty player base. And even the pros are coming out and saying that Mortal Kombat is dying. Yeah, it's dying, huh? We don't like that. You're camera shy. Why are you so camera shy? Yeah, you're coming in? Look who's here. Lucky, our special guest. Also here with us. Let me see if I can adjust this just a little bit. Then we can see a little bit more of you. Alright. So where was I? Even the... So, even today, I got really... Alright, so, even till this day, the pros are now also coming out saying that it's dying. It's almost looks like they became the haters. NRS should have jumped in and addressed these issues. Offer the solutions and ask us for our understanding that they try to commit to execute their battle plan on time. This would create understanding within the community and would buy NRS time to roll out seasons, skins, DLC as planned. But with the lack of communication, the lack of a battle plan, and letting the community fall apart is basically all on NRS. Again, NRS, you should have addressed all the trending topics, both the good and the bad. Celebrate the ideas, mods, and the community that dedicate their time for this franchise. It's something me and the Dynasty, we keep saying it. Make a battle plan for a year. Give us the release dates for seasonal events to look forward to and update us on your progress. It's better that we feel or know the difficulties that the team has than not hearing anything at all and we can speculate till the end of time. So this lack of crowd control that has resulted into literally a community combat of what the game is and should be. So whoever is the big decider for Mortal Kombat 1, you are destroying your community. You're destroying your product. You're destroying your game. And I will again state, I love the idea of the game, but I'm let down by its execution. I believe there's still a lot I need to learn to improve for my gameplay. But it's not about the gameplay, it's not about how I play. That's about the game. However, I think, and most people have this, they feel like the new games should have somewhat a backward compatibility when it comes to the options. And what I mean is that you should get more options instead of less. It doesn't make sense that we get less now. Like how? You know, like how you go forward and you cut it to less. I don't. So up to Mortal Kombat 11, it really felt you guys were trying to give players something familiar with a new twist. The evolution of the crypt, the evolution of towers, the evolution of the environment tools and the weapons, the X-rays to fatal blows and even crushing blows. So, listening to a pro's feedback NRS created a game that is competitive, but falls flat being repetitive, and it has a less soul than the ones that it had than the other games of the franchise. At the start, I honestly had to wrap my mind around this, that it's still a different universe. The light side of the yin and yang balance symbol, I get it. We used to play in the dark, now we are in the light. Characters act and look different than before, and they also have different roles. I'm also okay with that. It's either you like it or you hate it. That's what it is. Again, it's just a choice of creative direction. It's not everybody's cup of tea, and it's not the end of the world. But what is a big problem is when we actually look at the rest of your game. It's the services, the options, the content that the game offers created this disaster we are in. The environmental weapons, they were left out. Crushing blows got left out. Breakers cost more. Towers don't feel unique. Skin palettes instead of different skins. And even the gear. There's now only one gear piece instead of more gear pieces. So of all the prior games, Liu Kang has the least options and the least content and somewhat broken services. Now all could have been forgiven if they presented us with a battle plan in January, showing us how they are building the game they sold to us. This would keep the people interested, have hope for the future of Mortal Kombat 1. But sadly, this isn't the case. We are left open with open promises, and with open promises comes critique. In the current state that the game is in, it will only cast more doubt in the community than it would create hope. So on the community side, our hearts are broken because of the lack of communication, the lack of promised content, the lack of options that were featured in the prior games, the problems with the servers on public event days, and I mean when the new season starts of the DLC, it's always not good. It creates an environment that both the social and competitive players will generate hate for the released product. The NRS team got its hearts broken by rushing a game they didn't plan on, claiming they worked on it for years and having less options than the games had that came before is telling me that there's something really wrong at NRS. I think their hearts were broken when Megan got a paycheck for the services when it could have been used elsewhere. I think NRS games hearts were broken when they had to change Injustice 3 to Mortal Kombat 1, because they had been working on that game for a long time. It's the project that they've been working on a long time, not Mortal Kombat. I think NRS hearts were broken when they worked hard on a game and its mechanics only to reskin them at the end. I think the NRS hearts were broken when they had to scrap game modes to ensure a working game. I think that the NRS Hearts are also broken when the working game broke. I think NRS Hearts were broken when the pros keep telling the community how shit they are. Very nice. That the people that they praise keep telling the community how shit they are. Very nice. I think that NRS Hearts are broken due to the executive decisions that create a community disaster after disaster. I think it's NRS that NRS employees feel like sitting ducks, as they can't create without selling. They have to repair without the proper funding. They are probably underpaid to the choice of the well, you even can see it in the choice of the skins that have been deliberately have less appeal than other games in both the fashion and the sex appeal. Now at first I was like, okay, different style for the base game, and they would give us the real and traditional skins later. But even the traditional skins got messed up to the point that you can't really say it's a remastered skin, and it's more a reimagination of a skin to again set people off. So I think this is the aftermath. I think this is the aftermath that actually happened. Injustice 3 became Mortal Kombat 1 to generate sales, as DC movies were failing horribly at Warner Bros. The NRS team got pressure to reskin the labor of love, which was Injustice 3, and turned it into a labor of hate to reskin it as Mortal Kombat. The lack of the diversity in skins, making face models look uglier in the game than in real life. It all points to that your team is not happy. Due to a rushed product, they have problems with sales, and this creates issues for the budget for the product life cycle. So more labor of hate is requested, and it results into a bigger backlash for the price it's being sold for. Now also we have labor of irritation. And this comes to play as the team has to repair the surfaces that should have been perfect from launch. And with the competition upping their games, the repairs feel useless as the base game is inferior to the others. This creates a situation where the workplace and its employees want to walk away from the community that is drowning into extinction right now. So the community's heart is broken of the lack of communication, the lack of service commitment, the lack of content that only could only be played on a new gen console and PC. So more power, less product, less services, And no, and you think we can't complain? My God. Okay. Again, I love this game. Making a 30-minute video complaining because I love it and I want better for it. So, again, I can honestly say, me as a person, I like the concept of having an assist Mortal Kombat game. A lot of people don't like it. I think it's something different. It's cool that we do something different. I like having the experience also of playing in a new Mortal Kombat universe. But again, it's not the idea, it's the execution that ruins the experience for most players. So, how can we mend the broken promises of the community and the NRS team? I'm personally thinking that we, as the community, we should come together and give our solutions to NRS. That way they can reconsider. They have a whole list of ideas that they can choose from to make their company work, make the game work, and keep the customers happy. So, by providing them with the solutions next to the identified problems, I think we can keep building on creating a better Mortal Kombat for all of us. So, I'll be making some like to see episodes on this matter, and it's basically, since it's already a bit in that vibe of Valentine's Day, it's gonna be like a box of chocolates. But instead of the chocolates, it's gonna be a box of ideas, and we're gonna put that in the like to see show, and I'll be calling it Mortal Kombat 1 Resurrection. You know, I'll just label it like that, and then we'll just have a few subjects that we can talk about, and you guys can choose to either pick it up or leave it on the internet. So we'll just call them mystery treats. And the first mystery treat that I'm actually gonna talk about, not in this video but in the like to see video, is called custom games. So now that you guys know about what the topic is actually going to be, please feel free to comment below with your ideas for what you would like to see if custom games were added to Mortal Kombat 1. What options would you like to see? Because I'm already making that, and of course I'll be looking around to see if you guys comment and bring those ideas in there as well. So what are you waiting for? Stop writing. Alright, so again, what options would you like to see in the custom game option if they would bring that? Let me know in the comments below. And if you made it this far, I really want to thank you for your viewership. It means a lot to me. I don't have that many viewers. I have some subscribers, but I need a lot more. And again, really want to thank you for watching this video, for sticking with me. If you're new to my channel, please think about subscribing. It would mean the world to me. It would give me more warmth in my cold heart. But I really mean it. Like, I'm laughing because, like, joking, but I make serious jokes, so I always mean them. Alright, So be sure again to leave your ideas in the comment section below. As we all try to do our part to make Mortal Kombat 1 a better environment for both the social gamers and the competitive players. We also have, like you already have seen, a few top 5 shows already on our channel, and you've already seen them already here on top of in this video. So if you like what you see, be sure to subscribe, like, share, and hit the bell for notifications. I'm also there on Twitch. We're working on a beautiful Discord idea, and so please stick around, have fun, and whether you're a social or a competitive player, have fun. And I hope to see some beautiful comments in my video below. And we keep pushing to make, and I will say it because I love to say it, we will make Mortal Kombat great again. I love saying it. Lucky, yeah, we love that. Alright guys, that's it for me for today. My name is Ro Mystery. This is Lucky Mystery. Always remember, yesterday is history, tomorrow's a mystery, and we can make a beautiful we can make it a beautiful tomorrow together, but only together. That's the only way this is gonna work. Otherwise, it was nice. It was a nice time making videos for Mortal Kombat 1. But don't worry, I have it in my heart, so I will always try to keep making videos on it. But again, stay tuned for the top 5 show. It comes out every Thursday. I have to do community videos as well for what you guys are talking about. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you guys have mended your hearts with all this beautiful information, and that we work on giving each other hearts instead of hate in 2024. Thanks again for watching. Ciao. Come here!